You strutted through life with a head held high, a sparkle of mischief, a gleam in your eye. You had a rough start, but you found your place, a family to love and wide open space. He searched for a love, he called through the days, a heart full of hope in so many ways. A flirt, a clown, sometimes a fuss, but he made the whole farm feel more like us. A tough old bird with a spirit so bright, you made us laugh while running in fright. Corny, our friend, with a life lived so bold, your story lives on forever retold. You were home, you were heart, part of our day, a fierce little soul with the funniest ways. We'll miss your calls, your feathers and show, but love never leaves. We love you, Cornholio.
Just give me a reason, just a little bit something for love in all the wrong places. Look, oh, buddy, run, buddy, listen. Did you hear that? I just need to be burnt. Well, he's approaching you very slowly. See how long you can stand there before you freak out.
You didn't Cornholio on your boot, right?
I'm trying to get him on, but he's coming back.
My opinion, but he is by far the ultimate survivor.
A tough old bird with a spirit so bright, you made us laugh while running in fright. Corny, our friend, with a life lived so bold, your story lives on forever retold. You were home, you were heart, part of our day, a fierce little soul with the funniest ways. We'll miss your calls, your feathers and show, but love never leaves. We love you, Cornholio.
Cornholio! Say it right, or don't say it at all.
Hey folks, hi to hello, Lester here. Wow, we got quite the glare here tonight. You guys do know that the JL Motel is not known for our lighting, not our nighttime lighting. I think that by day we do pretty good, but by night it's just a disaster. But I do have the boys here, so any noises that you hear in the background, that's the guys playing Xbox. They both got their games going. Yes, Cornholio was absolutely one amazing turkey. Thank you guys so much for jumping on tonight. I will let you know right now that it's late. Moderators, you do not have to stick around. All I do, I'm having, I think I have 7 or 8. Hey, Miss Vanessa. Hi, Miss Billy. But no, you don't let moderators. I know it's late where you're at. And by all means, it's Saturday night. Go enjoy your families and enjoy your time. Watch you a movie or take a long bath or whatever you guys do. And I believe that we'll be fine tonight. Hey, Miss Molly. I think that we'll be okay. But no one, I mean, come on. No one wants to be mean on a Saturday night, y'all. No one wants to be mean on a Saturday night. Oh, Vanessa's off tomorrow. She's going to stick around for a while, she says. That'll be nice. I want to thank Miss Vanessa. She's made me a spreadsheet, and she's keeping up with all of the dates and times and all of the things with the babies being born. And I appreciate her doing that. She's also very active on the community page. She and all of the mods are wonderful. But thank you, Miss Molly. But you don't have to be. And then, yeah, just really, really wonderful. What amazing help they give me. And so I certainly appreciate them. And I honestly, I will say this, and I said it before, and you guys who've been around for a while will be able to admit that the page has certainly cleaned up a lot. Once we were able to, I don't want to say get rid of the riffraff, because that just sounds so mean. But once we were able to remind folks that that we are watching and listening, reminding people all the time that you are more than welcome to have an opinion. I would never want to take away your opinion. And you can share your opinion even if you and I disagree. And that's the beauty of it, guys. We're allowed to disagree. You don't have to agree with me on anything. But I just ask you that since you do come to the channel, or quote unquote, to my kitchen, literally and figuratively, you just remember that you're a guest in my home. And whenever you go to someone's home, you may not agree with all that they're saying, but you still have to be respectful of being in their home. And we're not taking away your free speech. Nope, we're not taking away your free speech, but you can speak the nasty stuff somewhere else, if that makes any sense to you whatsoever. Let me turn off a couple of lights. I cannot handle that. Maybe you can, but I cannot handle that. Is that any better at all? Now you have one light coming from the living room. Is that better? Okay, we're going to stick with that right there for a little bit and just see how that goes. Okay, we're going to stick right there and see how that goes. I know it's not perfect, friends, but neither am I. Okay, cheers to you all. Happy Saturday night. I will not keep you a long time, but I do want to open these gifts. They've been sitting here for a couple of days. I don't know why. I looked up and I saw a comment that got my eye. It just caught my eye. A sweet lady says she needs her bathroom caulked. Let's not go there, okay? Let's just not go there, okay? Cheers, everybody. Cheers. There you go. Okay. Well, I see that there's a whole lot of folks. Yes, Lynette wants to know if she can have her bathroom caulked. Lots of questions are popping up, guys. Lots of questions popping up, but questions that I probably will not be able to answer, or I might answer them wrong. So, like I said, anything that comes to medical terms and medical terminology and medical anything, that's not my language, friends. That's just not the language that I speak, and I'm going to get it wrong. As a matter of fact, I know for a fact that I've already said something incorrectly, because let me say this to you all while you're listening. If you'll stop typing just for a moment and hear what I'm about to say. I never said that our cow herd is infected with BVD. I never said that. And now, all of a sudden, with the internet not listening to my video, they all assume that our herd is infected with BVD. And that's not what I said. What I said was, sometimes when there is BVD in the herd, it can lead to dystocia births. So, for some reason, but what can also lead to a dystocia birth is when your herd bull is too big and his babies have too big of birth weight, and especially with new moms. So I don't know why you don't listen better, and you scream and holler and panic. Oh, Lord, so many people can panic. I don't want you to panic, and the vet has not made me panic. I'm not panicked. And so for some reason, for someone to say that and everyone take off with it, and now there's all these folks about, oh my God, you have this, your herd has BVD. No, that's not what we said at all. As a matter of fact, we have 3 babies out there from experienced moms who had no issues whatsoever. 0 issues. 0. But what I'm trying to explain to you all is we don't want to count anything out. We're always trying to err on the side of caution. Just hear what I'm trying to say, because the question's already tonight. is maybe they got it from the cows next door. Maybe they got it from little Gary. Got what? We don't know they have anything. We know that we had a miscarriage from a new mom who was bred by Waylon. We had a Discosia birth 1 with the Merconia, whatever, from a new mom. We had another Merconium birth from Charlene, new mom. All 3 new moms who were all had sired their calves. So why must you start spreading and putting things out there? So what we're going to do so that we can make sure that we're all okay is have the vet come out. We're going to take the moms, Danny, Ruby, and Charlene, the 3 new moms who we've had the Discosia birth, and I'm probably saying that wrong. Meconium. Okay. And we're going to test them. And that test will come back almost immediately. It's not one they got to send off and have all this weird. It's a simple test. I could take the cows in a trailer and do it, but we're blessed to have a vet come here. And she'll do it right there in our loading chute. And we'll know by the end of the day. It's that simple. Don't rush to drawing conclusions and making everybody panic. And now you're all afraid that poor little calf out there, sweet Caroline, is running around spreading disease to all of the other cows. Oh, dystocia. Okay, well, like I said, I don't talk medical terms. I don't talk it. That's what Jamie does. All right? So you guys have to stop living and stop spreading stuff. And then you wonder why folks don't want to share good, bad, and ugly, because you don't listen. So in case you did not notice, I did not allow, and I told the moderators, this is today's afternoon video with the vet visit. I'm not going to do a premiere because sometimes in the premieres, folks get so consumed with typing and saying hello to their best friends that they don't listen. And that's how really horrible things can get spread. So I tried to address what could be a serious issue or what may be nothing. And if you saw the comments, guys, then you would see what I'm talking about. People jumped to conclusions and they ran off. The internet went crazy with this horrible, horrible disease that is running rampant amongst our herd. And I'll say again, we had 3 mature moms who gave birth to beautiful, healthy babies, no problems whatsoever. We also had 3 new moms who had complications. So what that means is you can have complications with new moms. That's why a whole lot of ranchers will have themselves an extra bull on hand, a bull who produces babies with low birth weights. Yes. And what they do is they let those bulls that produce babies with low birth rates breed the new moms. Once a new mom has that first baby, babies 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are always much easier. Okay? So you're panicked for nothing. You're panicked for nothing. So please. Waylon produces big babies. Look at the size of these things. All right? Look at the size of these things. So that's what I'm going to say. I am 99% sure that that's going to be the case. When the vets come out and the vet tech comes out on Thursday, they're going to draw blood. And they're going to come back and let us know before they close on Friday that it's negative for BVD or it's positive for BVD. It's that simple. If it's negative for BVD, which I know it will be, then we'll just stop letting Waylon breed any new moms. And we're gonna go ahead and treat Danny, Ruby, and probably even Charlene like they're new moms. As a matter of fact, I don't think I'm gonna breed at all next year. I might with Tex, but I'm gonna take a little time to figure out what's what with Waylon. All righty? Yes, and if we have to treat them, then we'll treat them. But guys, we're not gonna have to. So everyone relax, everyone calm down. And everybody remind each other when you see those ridiculous comments, if you would help defend the channel, you could do that very easily. Many of y'all are like me and you read every comment. So defend the channel. Let people know we don't know yet. We're waiting till Thursday. We're waiting for a vet to actually do blood work. All right. And then secondly, that calf, Sweet Caroline, does not have diarrhea. That's how babies poop. Friends, they don't eat anything solid. And so you all saw that little calf pooped on my arm. And then you assume, oh my God, she got the diarrhea. She's going to infect them all. No, she's a calf who only drinks milk. And that's how calves poop. That's how your babies probably poop until they start having more solids. So that's milk poop, guys. Remember, most of y'all were moms. Maybe your mom still. So you panic. And I told Jamie, I'm so sorry. I wish that I would have never made the video because it just put you into a state of panic. So let's all gather ourselves and just say a quick little prayer that all will be fine. All right. And everything's going to be fine. Tanya goes, heck, that's how most seniors poop. Tanya, I don't know. I don't care. all I know is our little girl out there is not sick. She's wonderful. All right. It was supposed to be a wonderful video. Okay. Gifts and goodies. This is the one we've been talking about for a while. Musical Longhorn Lester. Musical. I'm almost afraid it says pucker up, Lester. Thar he blows. Pucker up, Lester. Thar he blows. God forbid. God forbid, guys. God forbid. God forbid. I wouldn't know where to start. Now, I've played with plenty of these, and this over here looks to be very fancy. This is a very fancy one, okay? This over here is so very fancy, okay? Look at it. You can tell it's fancy. It's a harmonica. I know nothing about it. I know here's the keys, but I just don't know exactly how to play it. I'll give it a try, but if you have fibromyalgia, or if you have IBS, or if you have BVD, hold your ears. Beautiful. I'm going to look up some YouTube videos of how to play a song with that. And I'm going to try to teach myself how to play the harmonica. Deb, you're a beautiful soul. Thank you so very much. I'm not going to send you all running for the hills tonight, okay? This next gift comes to the Longhorns Morrow. That's what it says. Longhorns Morrow. Not to Longhorn Lester. It comes to the Longhorns Morrow. Oh my God. Are you shitting me? Look at this, guys. These are a whole bunch of shop towels. I do believe these are some shop towels. I hope these can be useful for birthing season from a percolator, regulator, and survivor. There's no name, but this gifter says, I hope these can be useful for birthing season from a percolator, regulator, and survivor. This is wonderful. And I will, guys, I will not even open these. I will leave them in the plastic and they will go to my birthing box. How about that? They're birthing towels. Thank you so much. There's not a name on this note, but I am so very appreciative. Thank you so much. I will put those into my birthing box, okay? I'll do that tomorrow. All righty. Here we go. This here comes to Lester Morrow, just Lester Morrow. Oh, guys. I don't know why. I don't know why you would have done this. Okay, there is a note. This is a coffee maker. Oh, it comes to Jamie. It comes to Jamie. The note says to Jamie. Sorry. It comes from Sweet Brenda. Guys, you all know Sweet Brenda, Brenda Dodd, but this is for Jamie. She just put my name on it. Brenda Dodd. You know, you could put Jamie's name and she'll still get it, Brenda. All right, I will hand this off to Jamie. I'm pretty certain that she wants us to go into the RV. I'm pretty certain this is probably made for the RV motorhome. All righty. So Brenda, Miss Brenda, I'm going to put the note card right inside there so I don't lose it. There we go. And I'll take this to Jamie tomorrow. All righty. We're moving through these boxes and gifts pretty fast, guys. Brenda Dodd is not here tonight. Okay. I haven't seen her either. This over here comes to Longhorn Lester's. There's nothing to say why. So the last time that we used these was back when we had baby ostriches. And what we did was we were able to put these around their legs after we gave them names and identified them. They're colored zip ties. So for example, we put a yellow around one of the birds and we took the DNA. And so we were calling yellow bird Pat. And we called the blue bird Charlie. We gave all of them names that could be either for a boy or a girl. And then we sent them off. And then whenever they came back, the results came back, we realized that yellow was a male and blue or green was a female, and that's what we did. So someone in the comments says it might be for the chicks that Jamie got. So it might be for the chickens. I just don't know. I don't know. Oh, to tell apart Terrence and Clarence. That might be too. That might be a wonderful idea. So what you do is you don't leave the whole thing hanging. You put it on there and you pull it where it has a little bit. You don't want it too tight, but you don't want it too loose either. And so then you take your pair of pliers or scissors and cut the end of it off, and it just kind of dangles right there at the bottom of their foot. And it doesn't bother them, and it will last forever. And if you cut it off, there's no way it can get pulled too tight accidentally. So guys, I'm not going to be able to answer questions right now. I just want to talk a little bit. Sometimes I just want to talk and not answer questions, if that's okay. But I'll be more than happy to answer a few questions when I'm done with these gifts, and we'll go ahead and let people get off if they got other stuff to do, or if they want to stick around for some questions, then that's fine too. But as of right now, let me just open these gifts, please, and then we'll answer some questions later if you guys want to. I'm not trying to be rude. This comes to Lester Morrow. It always scares me when they put my real name on there. So what I see, so there's nothing in here to tell me who it's from. That's unfortunate. But it looks like there's a cap that says, okay, it says, when God made me, he grinned and said, this'll be fun. When God made me, he grinned and said, this'll be fun. That's wonderful. And there's also what looks to be maybe a shirt. When God made me, he grinned and said, this'll be fun. Don't mess with Texas. I love it. That's beautiful. Let's see if it's my size. Well, I don't see a tag on the back. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It's a wonderful gift. Hey, it's my size. How did y'all know that was my size? I wish I had a name who to thank, but there's no name attached to that, guys. I'm so very sorry. But I'll say thank you for the gift. A shirt and a cap. Thank you so much. Now, you know that you don't have to do that, guys. You don't have to do that. It's a good-looking shirt. All right, we're almost done. I got two more. This one and one box beside me. This over here comes to Longhorn Mustard. Oh, boy. Look. Muffins. It's muffins, y'all. It's muffins. There's no name in here at all. There's no gift card to know who it's from. But you guys know how much our cows and our horses love these. They come in very handy for when we have to administer medications. And so thank you so very much. And Happy Joy says the mods are very capable at handling negative comments. And that is true. Our mods will normally try to warn you. And all they're going to do is try to remind you to keep the page friendly. Keep the page friendly. Let's just keep it friendly. Let's keep it Christian, y'all. Let's just keep it Christian. The mods have never actually said that, but they probably should. Keep it Christian, y'all. Fine. Save some room for Jesus, everybody. I don't really know why there could be anyone upset tonight. I'm sitting here wondering, and I can't help but kind of like replay in my head, what would I have done or what would I have said to make someone angry tonight? The harmonica? I don't think so. The shop towels, the birthing center, the shirt, the muffins, the gift for Jamie. People are very kind, and we're so appreciative. And all I want you to know is that we never ask. We don't have a wish list. We don't sit there and post on our page what our needs are and how much we're trying to raise this month. I do know that there are some folks who like to give. Their love language is gifting. And so we don't want it. Hey, Alan. Hold on, Alan. I like it when Alan comments stuff. I don't know why, but it feels really neat to talk to somebody from another country. What is the weirdest thing you own? Alan, do you really want to know? The weirdest thing that I own is something that was gifted to me, and I don't know what to do with it. How many of y'all can answer that question for Alan so I don't have to say it? Because I got my boys right over here. I got Connor and Lex. Guys, don't make me say it. Does anyone want to try to answer that? I'm going to go to the newest comments. Alan, if someone says it, I will stick it up here. Charlotte, I'm embarrassed you know about that. So, Alan, yes, I do. And I don't know what to do with it, but I don't do what you think I do. No, I'm not. No. Megan, I don't know what to do with it. What does one do with it? Throw it in the river? You want me to throw it in the river, don't you? Y'all want me to throw it in the river. Okay, I'm not going to go throw it in the river. Someone says trash that thing. Where? You want that? I'm not going to put that in my trash can. Put it in the Walmart dumpster. Listen, y'all, to each his own. To each his own. Give it to Goodwill. Oh, could you imagine? Oh my God. Alan, that's probably not what you wanted to hear, Alan. I'm so sorry. Hey, Miss Keisha. Miss Keisha, it's nice to see you, but you don't have to be here, sweet girl. I know you're working all day. She works, guys. Vanessa and Keisha, these women work so hard, and they still spend time with us. Miss Billy and Miss Molly, I don't know. I'm so sorry. I've never asked if they have a daytime job. I don't know if they do or if they don't. But I know that Miss Vanessa works really hard. Miss Keisha works really hard. Miss Billy, do you and Miss Molly, do y'all have daytime jobs? I don't really know. And I feel bad that I've never asked. Oh, Miss Molly is a quitter. She's a quitter like me, y'all. She's a quitter. Okay. So Miss Molly's a quitter. I'm a quitter, which means we're retired. Okay. We are retired. Okay. So Carissa goes, just keep that darn thing in the closet, Lester. I will, Carissa. I will, Carissa. And Miss Billy is a quitter also, I think that she said. All right. So the monitors were sorted. There's one more box. Let me grab the one other box. Alan, thank you for your question. That was funny. That made me remember that one day I am going to die. And God forbid, I hope that Jamie's the one that goes through all of my stuff. Because if Jamie and I end up dying together and all of our family shows up, can you imagine all of the Morrows showing up? And they're, listen to me, just imagine for a minute. Stop and just imagine this. Imagine that if Jamie and I end up dying together in some horrific accident. And so all of the Morrows plan to show up together and go through all of our stuff and sort things out, giving some stuff to the kids, obviously, and others will take the leftovers. Who do you think will take the slab? I'm just going to call it the slab. Who do you think will take the slab? S-L-A-B, okay? The slab of you know what, okay? Who do you think will take the slab, the big rubber booty? Who's going to take off with it? Everyone's saying Jake. But listen, they're going to think that I've been using that thing. How will I prove that I have not? How do you prove that you've never used it? Oh my gosh. You're all saying that Jake will take it, maybe Buddy. Hey, Buddy's son is right here. Y'all hush it up. I have one last gift, okay? Yes, one last gift. It comes to Lester Morrow, and it comes from Tennessee from Miss Kay Campbell. It says fragile. God, don't let this be eggs, guys. I don't want anything to do. I should not be allowed around chickens. Well, so sorry. But on the very top, in big red letters, please read this in private. Do not, and it has not underlined, read on a live. Please keep my name private. Whoops. Whoops is all I got to say about that. Whoops. Whoopsie. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so very sorry. And I'm also embarrassed. Okay. Golly gee. Thank you. I wish I would have known. Maybe if you do that on the outside of the packaging, you can put private, not for a live video. Sorry about that. I saw and heard nothing. Let's see what Linda's saying. Hold on. I like when people actually take the time to write. Linda says, I was a few minutes late on a video the other day, and I tried to follow up on the comments, and I had no clue what was going on in the video. So much chit chat back and forth. The LOL. Now, I agree. I do agree. And I say this with all due respect. I think that the premiere videos, and I like to premiere videos, it does give people a chance to say hi to their friends. And I also will let you know that I know for a fact that there have been true friendships that have formed, and they have used this as a meeting place. I'm kind of like Tinder, just not to that extent, not to that extreme. Okay. I'm kind of like the Tinder app. Okay. Yeah. I'm kind of like a Tinder. I'm like the Tinder app or something, just not to those extremes. Okay. But there have been people who have met and made friendships online, and they enjoy saying hi to each other. And I've noticed them checking up on people's health, asking about doctor appointments. And I think that it's nice when people have an outlet, because the worst thing you can do is when you have stuff going on in your head that has to do with your health or your finances or, a family member or something that's on your mind, and you keep it to yourself. Sometimes we need to have an outlet. We need to talk, let people know what you're going through. And I love the fact that people have formed friendships and bonds, and they do check up on each other. So I don't apologize for that. But I will also say that you're not, isn't community what it's all about? Absolutely. And I also think that the reason that YouTube allows us to premiere videos is so that our audiences can interact with each other in sort of a chat room, if you will. If you don't know what a chat room is, it was something that was started probably in the 2000s. I don't know this for a fact, but I remember that when we first got the internet, I could not wait. I got me this little disc that said it was AOL, America Online, AOL. And it was the first time I was able to go on into a chat room where I didn't know anybody on there. And there were just people having conversations. And sometimes you'd find yourself sitting there for what seemed like hours, just chatting with complete strangers. Sometimes you would make connections, and you might even exchange phone numbers. And then, and so friendships may have been formed. Now, of course, we've evolved 25 years later, and chat rooms have all went away. But you know what they say about history? Things sometimes come around and repeat themselves, right? Do you not think that this right here, what's going on right here, is the same thing that we were all doing in the 2000s, just a little bit more advanced? Because now we have someone who's kind of driving the instruction, if you will. We're driving the dialogue. We're driving the conversation. But what we're trying to do is still build the community. What time is it here? What time is it, boys?
9:37.
It is 9:37 my time. Yes, that was the old dial-up. You remember the old dial-up? And then would finally connect after about the third try. So, yeah, sometimes I think that history does make circles and it comes back. And this over here might be a modern day version of a 2000s chat room. So, all right. Well, at this point, I've opened up all the gifts. I want to say thank you so much to those folks who sent things. But remember, we already let you know that what we love is that you give us your time, and that's asking a lot in this day and age. You guys don't have much time. I know you're busy, and so thank you for your time. We post videos and we do the premieres and we go live and we do all of those things. And I know that we take up so much of your time. So thank you for that. You don't have to gift us with anything. But for those who love to gift, thank you. We appreciate you, but we're not asking for anything, okay? I just want that to be said. I always like to make sure that I preface a gift and goodie video with the blessings of receiving a gift. But we're not asking for things. We know how hard it is for a lot of folks, especially those of you who are on fixed incomes, and we don't want to take even more from you by asking for stuff. If you're the kind of people who like to support, we do have the supporter button on both Facebook and YouTube, and I give you my word that all of that money's, and I always let you know where we spend it. Those are special accounts, and I let you know right where we spend that money every time. So if there's any other questions, I'll be happy to answer them for you guys. Thank y'all for being here tonight and hanging out with me for a little bit. Thank you. We absolutely listen. I've always said this from day one. I never want to be accused of the stuff like the Tammy Faye and her husband Bakers, the religious folks who took all the money and lived such a lavish lifestyle. We do make an income from ad revenue from the videos, and they play the ads, and so that is how we make a living, and that is how we pay our cell phone and our light bill and our insurances and my truck notes and all of the bills. So we absolutely do make a living from social media, and social media has been very good to me. And it makes me a really decent living. So thank you so very much. But like I've always said, I would be nothing without you and the fact that you stick around. Okay. Lester, how did you learn Spanish? Pues todo empezó cuando estaba muy joven. Yo fui a la escuela secundaria para estudiar español. Yo sabía que hay mucha gente que están viviendo aquí que no habla inglés y yo quería ser un maestro, pero yo sabía que un maestro bilingüe, un maestro que puede hablar en las dos lenguas, puede tener un mejor trabajo y una mejor chance a tener un buen trabajo si habla las dos lenguas. What? What did you just say? So, and okay, fine. I like Mexican girls. Okay. I have a thing for Mexican girls. Fine. But I have a thing for white girls too. Sheesh. And I think Miss Keisha's really pretty and she's black. So I'll speak anything for the right lady. I'm sorry. I'm just playing. That's my sense of humor. Okay. That's my sense of humor. Do the boys speak Spanish? Yes. L.E. more so than Lex. Lex, how come you ain't learned Spanish yet? He speaks Spanish. He's like most kids, though. He prefers to speak what he's more confident and familiar with. So L.E. speaks a lot more Spanish because in L.E.'s family, most of his family members don't speak English. but like his grandparents and a lot of that. But now for Lex, his uncles and his aunts and everyone in his family speaks wonderful English. So he's not really forced to speak as much Spanish. His grandmother does not on that side of the family. So that's the only person who Lex has to be able to understand in Spanish. You speak human, not race. I speak mostly English and Spanish. Oh, nano nano, nano nano, and I remember that one. I remember nano nano. I don't know if that's human or not. Who remembers this? Who remembers this, guys? Come on, trivia question. Who remembers this? Huh? Come on, first one to say it. First one to say it. Nano nano. Yes, mom to bug. Mork. Mork from Ark. Mark and Mindy. Mork. Y'all remember that? Mork. Mork and Mindy. Not Star Trek. Who said Star Trek? Most of y'all will have no idea who Mork and Mindy are. Mork. That's how old I am. Well. All right. Well, listen, I think that this live is dying. There's not really too many questions, but I will say that the most interesting video that's going to really have you asking a lot of questions will happen tomorrow, because I recorded it just now. I recorded it just now, and I will finish the recording in the morning when I see how everything goes. Let me leave you with this little hint, and maybe you can figure out what's happening tonight. Okay? Tonight is the first night here at the JL Ranch where I'm going to be up for a while checking back and forth on somebody. And it's not a new baby. It is not a new baby. If anyone can guess it, then I'll stick it up here and talk about it. But if no one can guess it, I will say, oh gosh. Okay, Jennifer McDonald is close. Jennifer McDonald is close. If you want to find her comment, Jennifer McDonald is close. But I will say it's not a new baby, but there's something going on out there that is going to keep me a little bit nervous. Gosh, I can't catch it. Hold on, I got to catch it. No? Close? Okay. Tracy, Alicia Cribbs. So these two, I think, were the first ones. Guys, I know that there's going to be a lot of y'all who are going to hate me for this. Can I just show y'all a little snippet of video? And you promise, cross your heart, hope to die, stick a needle in your eye. If you lie, you'll still watch the video. You still going to watch my video? You promised me. You promised. Hold on, I'll stick it up here. Airdrop failed. Why? Why is my airdropping failing? Well, I would like to show you this. Okay, something is wrong. and it's not allowing me to airdrop. Someone says because the kids are gaming. Could that be the case? Could that be the case when my airdrop is failing because the boys are on the Xboxes? It's saying it's canceled. And it says that it's failed. My airdrop has failed. Okay, so let me just tell you, I'm going to show you one. That right there is what I walked inside to. That right there is what I walked inside to, or from. As you can see, that is that sweet little baby right there. And look who she's hanging around with. That's Caroline and Loretta. Guys, I know that Caroline still eats from the baba, which I provide. But please hear me. I'm going to take off my glasses so you can try to see me when I look you in the eye. And I know I look horrible and I'm looking tired. But Caroline does not want to come inside. She doesn't want to. She wants to come get a baba, but she wants to be with the cows. She wants to. And I feel like every day I'm having to. Today I had to pick her up and bring her back, carry her, because she does not want to come back. And so you knew it was inevitable. We thought it would be a lot longer than a week. But she does not want to come back. She goes to cow to cow to cow, kicking her heels, jumping around, having the best time of her life. And guys, so for the person who goes, Lester, are you sure? No, I'm not. I'm not sure. That's the scary thing about it. I'm not sure. But this is what I see when I'm out there, guys. I'm out there and I see this with my own eyes, and I know that she does not want to be in that red barn. She wants to be with the cows, and she spends all day watching them. I've allowed her to go into with the gladiators. You've seen this. I've allowed her to go with the big cows. You've seen it. They're not being mean to her. Sometimes some of the cows will shoo her away. If they don't want to be messed with, they'll just kind of take their horns, and they speak their own language, and she understands, and she leaves them alone. But there's other cows that will rub noses and spend time with her. And Loretta's one of them. And so tonight, I decided, after I gave her the baba and she's out there playing, I let Lex and Connor feed her. It was a beautiful moment. But when I let her out to go play, she did not want to come back. And I'm like, you know what? I'm sitting there watching her with my flashlight, and I'm thinking, I'm just going to watch and let her play for a bit. And then I'm going to walk out there. Whenever I'm done here, I'll go back out there and check on her. If she's already laid up for the night and she looks like she's content and all these longhorn are all laying together, I'm not going to bother her. I'm going to probably check on her again around midnight before I fall asleep, and I'll wake up at my normal time and feed her in the morning. And then I'm going to see what happens, guys. Diana says, please take us with you. Diana, I would love to, but I'm on my laptop right now. Someone else goes, please put her up at night. Well, that's the whole thing. She doesn't want to come. And then those who say, I'm just worried about predators. Listen to me. I will say this for a fact. Hear me. One thing that I'm not worried about is a predator. With those longhorns and them all gathered around and all of those babies who are laying there amongst them, there's nothing going to come inside that perimeter. Okay. I can promise you on everything that I hold true and dear, that there's no fear of predators. My biggest fear is that she walks off and she naps and falls asleep and can't find them. but that would only happen by day, because by night they all stay right there. They don't leave that spot. They do not go down and graze by night. They sleep right here around the red barn, and that's where they're all at right now. They will wake up in the morning and start walking off, but that's also when I go outside. And so I'm here. So I know that you don't like it. And I know that a lot of us live with worry and fear. And that's not why I'm telling you what I'm telling you. But that's what's happening tonight, okay? I do think that she'll be happier and more content. I'll still have to give her the babas. And but I do think that she's more content to be with her own kind than to be in that red barn, closed off and alone. I hope that you understand. I'm just trying to do what's best for her. She doesn't have anybody else. She doesn't have like a Danny and Ruby. She doesn't have a Sadie, a dog. So she's by herself. So please don't let the worry get to you. Just try if you can to trust my judgment. Thank you. And just try. Okay? Well, what I'll do now is go ahead and let you guys go. I promise you I'll get my flashlight and I'll walk out right now. And I'll take my phone and I'll continue to record video because I've been in here for an hour. Been in here, actually, I was in here longer than when I've been with you, so over an hour. And I'll just go check on her. And if I feel like she's not in a safe place, if I feel like no one's watching out for her, then I'll take her to the barn. Okay? But I know she'll be okay. All right. Take us with you, please, says April. Well, the only way I can do that is if you guys want to jump over to my phone. I'll have to end this live and start a new one. But what I'll have to do is start it on the other channel. So if you want to come, then I'm going to say goodbye to you right now. And I'll start a brand new live over on I'm a Survivor Sanctuary. But I'm not going to keep you all night, I promise. No rambling, none of that stuff, okay? I'll just take you out with me and show you what's going on if you want to. But it's late. Moderators, I implore you, please get some sleep. Everyone out of the pool fast. What? I don't know where that came from. Okay, I will catch you guys on the other channel. And I mean max 30 minutes. Max 30 minutes. Side by side, okay? All right, let me let you guys go here. All right, for those who are not going to join us on the other channel.
There are miles behind me, this I know. A life long lived, yet not lived well. Yet I only know what I feel now. What's seen each dawn, my truth to tell. I see the sunrise, the deer, the fawn, the hush of grass, the gold and silver dawn. So do not mourn the road I've tread, for I am here with you instead. I am here with you instead. This life is now the path I tread, for however long I do not know. Here time moves soft and sunset slow. I find it hard to trust this, I know, but do not take my shrug too hard. Time is the river that twists and flows, and time for all runs quick and hard. So if I may never meet you there, please know that all your steps and care, they matter for however long I do not know. Here time moves soft and sunset slow. Are there miles ahead? I do not know. Yet still my story will be told, of a life well lived in green and gold, of gentle days and fields to roam. What I see before